All right, we're taking a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. Going to diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. Now, Boudoir low click syndrome is when the unique CTRL of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. That means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere on our ad, which means our ad is entering fewer than 6 out of 100 women's brains, which means fewer than 6 out of 100 women actually have a non-zero chance of buying from us. That's, we're wasting a bunch of money if those are our metrics. So we gotta get this above 6%. The minimum. We gotta get this above 6%. Every Boudoir Facebook ad can be above 6%. Unique CTRL easy, and that's because unique CTRL under 6% is not normal. It's actually the symptom of a deeper root cause, and that deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes, which we'll talk about more at the end. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low click advertiser, a BLCA. So our universe is building up here. We got a BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. That's fine though. We know that BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. And we know that because we invented it and we've been doing it a bunch already. Treatment's pretty simple. We duplicate the current ad, so we leave the original as it is, on or off, running, whatever. We treat the duplicated one, and treatment takes about a week, and we actually are able to increase the probability, or increase that unique CTRL above 6%, and we keep whichever one running has the best metrics. It's always been the Boudoir Pico treated one has the best metrics at the end of 1 week of treatment, about 1 week of treatment. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So we go from the 3 pre-click mistakes to pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. So that's basically saying, we finally get our unique CTRL above 6%. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So this is our full universe right here. BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Solution, now we know, is Boudoir Pico. Takes about a week. We achieve pre-click alignment. We become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. Boom. All right, so my residency, went out there, found one Boudoir Facebook ad, brought it to the hospital, tested it, found out its unique CTRL was 4.3%. So we found out that BLCS was present. So unique CTRL under 6% means BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. And well, now we know the treatment. We treat it with Boudoir Pico. It takes about a week. And we actually got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 37% of ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on the original, now they only need to spend $6,300 a month on the Boudoir Pico treated one, and they'll get their ad into the same number of women's brains. So it's, giving them a $3,700 reprieve, kind of like a $3,700 bonus each month that they don't have to spend, so they get to keep it, keep it in their pocket. And after 12 months, after a year, it's like a 40K bonus. Didn't have to do any extra work at all. No extra service, no extra fulfillment, nothing. Second part of my residency, went out there, saw a Boudoir Facebook ad, brought it to the hospital. Second one, tested its out, unique CTRL was 1.39%. So as a result, we are we knew that BLCS was present, and we actually Now we can treat it with Boudoir Pico. Takes about a week. So we treat it with Boudoir Pico, get our unique CTRL up to 9.13%, and we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad is wasting 84% of ad spend. So after we found that out, if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, they now only need to spend 1.6 grand a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get that ad into the same number of women's brains. So 8,400 bucks a month to spend has vanished. We don't need it. They pocket it. They keep it. The boudoir photographer keeps it. No longer has to spend it, and they actually increase the we actually increase the profit each month, kind of phantom profit, by 8,400 staying in the boudoir photographer's pocket. Like it's basically like 100 grand per year. So moving on down, had a patient come through, Saj Boudoir Facebook ad has a unique CTRL of 5.03%. So unique CTRL under 6%, we know that BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. So we treated it with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week, and we got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of ad spend. And so if the original was if he was spending 10 grand a month on the original, now he only has to spend 3,300 bucks a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get his ad into the same number of women's brains as the original. So 6,700 bucks a month, longer has to spend, he can pocket it and be way more efficient. It's kind of like a phantom profit each month. At the end of the year, that's like what, 80K? 6,700 times 80K. Now the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS we're seeing has been wasting about 50% of its ad spend. And as a result of that, looking at the numbers here, we got wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. You take the average of these, somewhere between 50 to 60%. Somewhere in there, most likely. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then approximately 5K is, we can eliminate 5K in wasted spend each month, put that back into the Boudoir photographer's pocket. So that'd be saving, basically, approximately 60K over the next 12 months. So we're going to diagnose this if we believe it has BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. So let's see what we got. We got the below creative cluster mistake here. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is we're trusting that what Facebook tells us to fill out when creating an ad is what we should fill out. We're trusting that's good for us, but in fact it's bad for us, it's good for Facebook. What this causes is way more women to scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, and actually increasing the probability we have BLCS. And that is because, well, the flip side, the more women scroll by our ad for unit time, the more ads Facebook can serve for per unit time. That's why Facebook wants us to fill this out. It makes Facebook more money per unit time. All right, next, looking at the creative. So, all right, let's see, looks like an ad mistake. Looking at the photo, looking at the creative. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we believe a Boudoir Facebook ad should look like an ad, because all the other Boudoir Facebook ads we've seen have looked like ads, and everyone cannot be wrong, can they? Well, actually, 100% of the Boudoir Facebook ads I have seen the back end for and tested myself, took and tested myself, have had BLCS, literally 100% of them. And that's because everyone's making the same mistakes as everyone else. So the consequence of the looks like an ad mistake is that Gonna have way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulling our unique CTR under 6%, and actually leading to BLCS. Finally, we got the see more headline first 2 3/4 lines, Facebook mobile news feed. Win a 43.99 Boudoir experience. I could change how you see yourself. You don't need to be younger than it. All right, so we got a few pieces of context here, but we're still we're still making the lack of context mistake. Like we don't have the optimum amount of context, and the false belief causing us to make this mistake is that we thought we had enough context to maximize, optimize the amount of women that click somewhere on our ad out of 100. You know, to be as efficient as possible, but we did not achieve that. So the consequence of this, way more women are going to be scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6% and leading to, leading to a higher probability of BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. Now, looking at everything all together, do I believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, has a unique CTRL under 6%, has Boudoir low click syndrome? Yes, I do. So if you're a BLCA, a Boudoir low click advertiser, with BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, your Boudoir Facebook ads are have a unique CTRL under 6%, and you're taking a look at the marketplace. Well, I you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you're taking a look at the marketplace, seeing, it's become more and more saturated with more and more boudoir photographers day after day. Seems like anytime someone gets a new iPhone, they throw up their Google My Business profile saying they got, they're now a boudoir photographer. And anytime someone gets a new camera, they're posting in the mom group saying that they're now a boudoir photographer and offering sessions. So you see it's getting more and more competitive. And you're also seeing, more inflation, just cost of living going up. And so you've been optimizing other parts of the business, pulling more profit out of same effort or, same inputs. And you're actually increasing, you're already doing that in other parts of the business and you decided you now want to do it with your Facebook ad portion of the business because you've seen that that Boudoir Pico can save, on average about eliminate 5K a month in wasted spend, and actually you can you can keep you can pocket that approximately 5K a month and no longer wasted spend. That'd be like 60K over the next year, over the next 12 months, and you can actually so that's an outcome you want, and you want to achieve pre-click alignment in your Boudoir Facebook ads and become a dominant Boudoir advertiser and achieve Boudoir brain entry boost. Because you need that on your way to become the #1 boudoir photographer in your city, then shoot me a DM. And well, when my new patient intake's open, shoot me a DM. My DMs are closed right now, but shoot me a DM when my new patient intake is open, and we will see if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.